Hi, good day. Today we're going to tackle about viruses, bacteria, and parasites. These three major topics for today will be discussed by yours truly, Daisy Larroza, Joann Chagas, and Charina Caballes. On this lesson, we will be able to know what are the difference and similarities of these three living organisms. So to start with, viruses, bacteria, and parasites are living organisms that can be found all around us. It can exist in the water, in the soil, on the surface of the food that we eat, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, or even in the streets. They are everywhere. These living organisms can make us quite ill if they invade our body. So let's go ahead and discuss the first living organism, which is viruses. So, what is a virus? Virus is a microscopic parasites, generally much smaller than bacteria. They lack the capacity to thrive and reproduce outside of a host body. Predominantly, viruses have a reputation for being cause of contagion. So it means that this living organism can live and can survive outside the human body. They can spread through air, by sneezing, by coughing. So they can multiply and transfer from one place to another. There are numerous types of viruses, including the novel coronavirus, or what we call the COVID-19. Nowadays, we have encountered the COVID-19 pandemic, which is a powerful strain of contagion virus. So as we can see that we are already experiencing this pandemic since last year or already more than a year. So today, if we go outside, precautionary measures and health protocols are observed. New normal also needs new essentials like face mask and face shield. To protect ourselves from spreading the virus, hand washing and sanitizing is also practiced upon entering any establishment. So as what you have observed, that even that we're going to step out from our home, we have to wear mask and also face shield. And if we're going to, like for example, we have to make grocery to SNR, before entering the establishment, we have to wash our hands using their liquid sanitizer and dry it with a paper towel or with the napkin. So that is also one of the best example for stop or help our community to stop the virus to spread. So the two other topics that needs to be discussed will be discussed by my co-reporter. So stay tuned. Thank you.
What is bacteria? Bacteria are microscopic single-celled organisms that thrive on diverse environment. These organisms can live in the soil, the ocean, and inside the human body. There are a lot of types of bacteria. The most common are E. coli and Salmonella. And the first one is E. coli. E. coli are harmless and actually an important part of a healthy human intestinal tract. However, some E. coli can cause diarrhea, urinary tract infection or UTI, respiratory illness, bloodstream infection, and many other illnesses can be transmitted through contaminated water or food, or through contact with animals and people. E. coli can be transmitted to the water or food, or can cause diarrhea, stomach pain, cramps, or fever. And the second one is Salmonella. Salmonella is a common bacterial disease that affects the intestinal tract. Salmonella bacteria typically lives in a human and an animal intestinal tract, how being infected by this bacteria through contaminated water or food. There are foods that can cause Salmonella and E. coli. Unpasteurized milk, like milk from cows, sheep, and goats, or any other animals that has not been pasteurized to kill harmful bacteria. Raw milk can carry dangerous bacteria, can cause food-borne illness, or also called food poisoning. And not also milk can cause food poisoning. Also, we have raw or undercooked meat, poultry, and eggs. Salmonella also can be found in many foods like beef, chicken, eggs, fruits, vegetables, and even processed food like chicken nuggets and hot dogs. Even fish and are the common source of food poisoning due to the presence of histamine and toxin. And to reduce this, we make sure to chill it before use. And always remember, eating contaminated food is the most common way to get this infection.
Hi, this is Charina and let me continue the third part of the report. What is parasite? Parasite is an organism that lives in or on another species and it takes its nourishment from the other organisms. The types of parasites that can cause diseases in humans are protozoa, helminths, and ectoparasites. So now let's discuss the three types of parasites that can cause parasitic diseases on humans. First on the list is the protozoa. Protozoa. It is a microscopic parasite. When the protozoa reaches the human body, it can cause infection such as malaria and other diseases. Actually, there are numerous types of protozoa, and it can cause several diseases. It is usually transmitted by fecal-oral route. This usually occurs when we lack sanitation and poor hygiene practices, so it is really important to sanitize our hands after using the toilet. Helminths. Parasitic worms, also known as helminths, are large macroparasites. Adults can generally be seen with the naked eye. Many are intestinal worms that are soil transmitted and infect the gastrointestinal tract. Helminths is a general term meaning worm. All helminths are invertebrates with long, flat, and round bodies. While the helminths is into the body of the host, it will cause poor nutrient absorption, weakness, and other diseases. Ectoparasites, a parasite that lives on the outside of its host. Examples of ectoparasites are lice and dog flea. It stays in the exterior of its host but not within the body. This kind of parasite is staying at the external surface of the body of the host. It can cause negative effects on fitness since the host will feel uncomfortable experience on the skin, such as itchiness that can lead to skin infection. Practices to avoid parasite contamination. Drink only clean water. Avoid swallowing water from lakes, streams, or ponds. Clean and disinfect your area regularly to avoid insects. In conclusion, viruses, bacteria, and parasites are infectious disease caused by microorganisms that can make people sick. Fortunately, our immune system and current therapists can keep us healthy. Proper sanitation is the key to a more safer community. Thank you.